Retirement depression is real and more common than you think. In fact, over a third of retirees in the US develop depression once they settle into retirement. In this video, I'm going to share symptoms of retirement depression and 6 effective ways to curb it. So stay till the end because you never know which one will resonate the most. In case you're new, I'm Cyn Meyer, the founder of Second Wind Movement and a life coach for older adults who are striving to turn their retirement years into their best years full of purpose and meaning. And a big part of that is planning for more than just finances in retirement. Financial planning does not equal retirement planning, and I see this issue in our culture. It manifests into a retirement rut, which can sadly lead to retirement depression or anxiety. So first things first, what are symptoms of retirement depression? Depression is more than just feeling down in the dumps or sad for a couple of days. Major depression is a serious mental illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. According to research on depression among specifically older adults, there are a number of symptoms that you should be aware of. Persistent, sad, anxious, empty, or irritable mood, lack of focus, sleep problems, loss of interest in activities that you used to enjoy, memory problems, feeling of worthlessness, guilt, and hopelessness, changes in appetite, body aches and pains, difficult making decisions, loneliness or isolation, and fatigue. If any of this sounds like you or someone you know, you're not alone and there is help. Sadly, a vast majority of depressed people, specifically in this generation, never reach out for help and they just try to deal with it on their own. So today, to help you curb some of these symptoms, we're diving into the 6 proven strategies for adjusting to retirement depression. Number 1, find your purpose. Easier said than done, and also easier to skip this entirely and just wing it. But if you're not doing anything that feels useful to you, as in your unique retirement purpose, it can be tempting to fall into a not so temporary rut or sedentary lifestyle. Whether it's your typical behavior or not, it's very tempting to spend your days watching TV or scrolling your phone, because without clarity on your sense of purpose in retirement, you lose motivation, you lose energy, and then you procrastinate and so on. It spirals out of control. So purpose is big in retirement. If you want help finding clarity on your retirement purpose, we have a fun 10-question quiz that will help you get started in the right direction. Either way, your sense of purpose is a personal inward discovery process that's gonna look and feel different from your past career or your family life role, because you're designed to grow, develop, and evolve at every life stage, and retirement is no different. In fact, in our book, it's the beginning of a big growth journey, and your purpose doesn't have to be this big thing to feel better. In fact, new research suggests that there are simple things that you can do to boost your happiness levels. According to the study, the things that make us the happiest are relatively small and inexpensive, like a chocolate bar, a long soak in the bath, a nap in the middle of the afternoon, or a leisurely stroll in the park. And this concept of enjoying the little things directly applies to your sense of purpose. It's those intentional little things in your day-to-day life that contribute to your sense of purpose that makes the most difference. Number 2 is my all-time favorite recommendation, and it's popular for a reason. Practice mindfulness. If your retirement has an open schedule and an open structure, especially if you're used to putting everyone and everything else first, including your job and your family, a daily mindfulness practice is going to be huge. It's so important to focus on your own needs and to make your mental health a priority. Mindfulness grounds you and it directly brings you to the present moment and helps you become aware of your thoughts and your feelings. This will not only help you identify any negative thought patterns and work on making positive changes, but it's also the antidote to anxiety or a head spin full of hypothetical scenarios. If you're looking for a mindfulness practice, meditation is one of the most powerful tools available to us humans. Studies show that even a single mindfulness meditation session can reduce anxiety and depression. Of course, my favorite tip is consistency, and I'm gonna recommend that you get into a daily practice. which you can do by trying simple guided meditation apps like Calm and Headspace, which may even be covered by insurance because that's how beneficial meditation is. Or you can try Insight Timer, which is a free app. Either way, go for some sort of daily mindfulness practice, whether it's meditation, yoga, journaling, a walk in the woods, or simply taking a few minutes each day to sit in silence and focus on your breath. And it doesn't matter if it's literally only 5 minutes a day, you'll be amazed at how much it helps improve your overall mood and mental health when you allow consistency to work its magic. Number 3, do things you enjoy. Even if you don't feel like it, it's important to get out and do things that you enjoy. And if you don't know what that is right now, that's okay. It's about going inward for clarity. In case you want help finding clarity, I have a free Finding Clarity workbook for you, and I'll leave a link to it below this video. Either way, doing simple things that you enjoy, whether it's going for walks or being creative or visiting with people, enjoying activities and engaging with others will help stave off retirement depression. A recent study found a very clear connection between a person's ability to regulate their mood, the so-called mood homeostasis, and their history of depression. So people who have a history of depression tend to be less able to stabilize their mood through positive activities. This means that they're more likely to experience dips in mood and they find it harder to lift themselves out of these negative states. But the good news is that mood homeostasis can be achieved naturally by engaging in uplifting activities. It just takes a bit of proactive awareness on the front end. So you can learn to recognize when your mood is dipping and then proactively identify and partake in activities that lift your spirits. And then you can more easily let go of the negative thoughts and behaviors that kind of keep you stuck in a cycle of depression. Mood homeostasis is within your reach. All it takes is some awareness and proactive effort. Like, have that go-to list of enjoyable activities ready so that you know what specific action to take as soon as you notice your mood beginning to dip. This is a proactive approach. Number 4 is also proactive. Focus on your physical health. Regardless of your physical fitness level, retirement depression can creep in if you don't take care of your health. So it's worth supporting your mental health by maintaining a healthy physical lifestyle. Primarily, focus on getting enough sleep. Research reveals lack of sleep or oversleeping is linked to a nearly 2-fold increased risk of depression. Eating a nutritious diet. Just 3 weeks of a healthier diet can alleviate depressive symptoms. Stay physically active. Exercising for just 30 minutes reduces depressive symptoms for at least 75 minutes post-workout, and it also amplifies the benefits of therapy. And finally, limit alcohol consumption. Try not to drown your sorrows away and instead walk through the emotions. Number 5, set small, manageable goals. A lot of people set retirement goals that are either way too big and unmanageable, or worse, they don't set any goals at all and they just kind of wing it. Generally, people tend to blow things up into needing to accomplish bigger things with perfectionist tendencies or black and white or all or nothing thought patterns, when really it's just a series of what I like to call mini goals and micro steps. And the more specific, the better. According to a recent study, people with clinical depression tend to have more generalized personal goals than those without the condition, which makes sense because less specific goals are more difficult to achieve. What's more, researchers believe that this lack of focus can create a downward cycle of negative thoughts, as it becomes harder to see any progress being made. So my favorite recommendation is to leverage the power of consistent micro steps. If you want to learn more about this powerful process, check out our content on micro steps, which I will also leave links to in the description below this video because it's super powerful. At the very least, get specific and focused by turning your goals into SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. For instance, instead of setting a goal like, I want to lose weight, a SMART goal looks more like, I want to lose 5 pounds in 3 weeks by committing to a daily 20-minute exercise schedule that alternates cardio and strength exercises, for example. But basically, the more specific, the better. And the key is consistency. Start small and gradual, and then build up from there. And finally, number 6, spend time with supportive people. While me time and self-care are definitely a must, there's a difference between me time and isolation. Too much time alone can make retirement depression even worse. So spend time with people who make you feel good and encourage your growth and your achieving and your goals. More specifically, spend more time with people in your circle of influence. So those are the people who support your growth and your challenges and your meaningful goals. And less time with people in your circle of concern. So fear-based thinkers and gossipers who stay in their comfort zones. Either way, social connection is key. In fact, a recent study identified social connection as the strongest protective factor against depression. The research looked at a wide range of potential risk factors for depression, and they found that social connection, specifically confiding in others and spending time with loved ones, was significantly more protective than any other factor. So whether it's your spouse, kids, grandkids, friends, or even a pet, if you're feeling the retirement blues, make an effort to reach out to your loved ones and people who make you feel more authentic, connected, and appreciated. It'll do wonders for your mental health. And those are our 6 tips for today. While it's normal to experience some sadness after retirement, if these feelings persist or interfere with your daily life, please reach out for support and consider seeking professional help. Just because it's invisible doesn't mean it's not dangerous. Retirement depression is a real thing. To recap, here are our 6 effective ways to overcome retirement depression. Number 1, find clarity on your retirement purpose. It doesn't have to be massive, and it will be different from your career and family life phase because you're designed to grow at every life stage. Number 2, practice mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness every day is going to alleviate depressive symptoms. Number 3, do things you enjoy. Find clarity on this and then have an enjoyable list of activities ready to go when you need to elevate your mood. Number 4, reinforce your physical health. Number 5, set small manageable goals and use the power of micro steps. Number 6, spend time with supportive people, specifically people in your circle of influence, not your circle of concern. Thank you so much for being here and for striving to be your best during retirement. We need more people like you helping to shift our culture to be better. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment on this video. Every engagement that you make with our videos helps us do our job better of creating helpful content for this important audience of older adults. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.